These are the 6 most powerful plays in Madden. They destroy man coverages, zone coverages, and some of them even allow you to get one-play touchdowns that'll have your opponents rage quitting. And make sure you stick around till the end because the last play is one of the best kept secrets in the game. Starting with play number 1 out of the Y off trips formation, the play is called Y out. This play is an absolute pain to deal with. When dealing with most typical zone defenses, the first place you want to look is the running back in the flats because he's going to usually be wide open. Now against cover 3 zones, you can look to a quick pass to the tight end as he's going to find a nice opening in between the zones. But you also want to be looking at the X receiver, the best route on the play. He's going to find a nice opening against cover 3 as well. You just have to time up the pass. And if they're not shading underneath in their cover 3, you can quick pass this wheel route to the sideline, which is really glitchy. Against cover 2 defenses, the RB receiver is going to run his wheel route down the sideline. This is going to become a one-play touchdown if you time it up right. The B receiver is also going to be a nice option versus cover 2 as he's going to split the safeties. Now when looking at man coverages, the best route is going to be the X receiver. He's going to create great separation on this post and it's going to be a huge gain. Another thing you can do versus man defense is put your RB receiver on a slant if you want another option, and then simply send him in motion a couple steps, snap the ball so that he gets a free release, and this will help give you another option to the other side of the field that can completely cook man coverage for a huge gain. The next play we're going to be looking at is in the gun bunch formation, and the play is called verticals. This is one of the best concepts in real football, and this play in particular is one of the best in Madden because the way the alignment sets up, it is very hard to defend. When dealing with a lot of zone style defenses, you want to look at the B and A receiver because there's going to be some quick pass opportunities. As we can see, the B receiver is open for a quick pass. We just have to be very timely with it. We don't want to be late. You can also quick pass the tight end up the seam like this. 2 quick passes that are tough to defend. You also want to pay attention to the crossing route versus zone. Now against cover 3, he's going to have a nice opening just like this for you to time it up and get a nice catch for a big gain. Versus a cover 2 style defense, you want to pay attention to the B receiver as he's going to be a one-play touchdown down the sideline. It's a beautiful route combo. You can also take advantage of that quick pass to the tight end just like this. Again, make sure you're looking for the quick passes versus zone. And of course, you have a running back on a delay route, which is great. He's going to provide a check down late while the zones drop back. And against man defense, that same running back delay route is going to create insane separation for a big gain. You can also take advantage of this crossing route versus man defense as it's going to create some nice separation. Another adjustment you can make with this play is putting your tight end on a slant route, specifically versus man defense. This is going to give you even another option that can cook the man defense for big gains. And if you want to know about more plays and the best tips for Madden all year long, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on so you don't miss videos like this. Play number 3 comes out of the shotgun tight formation, and the play is called PA cross. You can beat every type of defense you could think of with this play. The play action with this play actually helps combat blitzes, and the first place you want to be looking is the Y receiver as he's going to beat pretty much everything. He can beat zone defenses with a quick pass like this. He can beat the man defenses, especially the blitz, because he's going to cook his defender just like this. Against cover 3 defenses, we want to take advantage of the tight end and we want to high pass him right when he clears the linebacker because this is going to give us a nice catch in the seam. If you don't want to high pass it, you can just try to time it up like so and it's going to still work about the same. Against cover 2 style defenses, we can literally get one-play touchdowns to the B receiver. He's going to absolutely cook and get to the perfect spot on the field where no one can defend him. You can also hit the tight end perfectly down the seam just like this for another one-play touchdown versus cover 2. And against man defense, more times than not, this route to the B receiver is going to absolutely cook, and it's going to also be pretty much a one-play touchdown. If you've got a good receiver here especially, you're going to absolutely destroy whatever cornerback is on you, and it's going to be the easiest yards of your life. And another quick thing you can do against man is throw this X route before he breaks to the outside. As you can see, he's on a post corner route, but instead of waiting for him to break to the sideline, just time it up when he makes his cut to the inside, and it's going to be an easy pitch and catch versus man. Play number 4 is out of the gun bunch tight end, and the play is called PA boot over. If you've played Madden at all over the last few years, you know about this play and how good it is, but I'm going to show you how I like to run it. I like to simply put the running back on an in route, and this is very good because with a quick setup, setup, we can snap the ball pretty much instantly, and I like to look to him against zone defenses because he's going to be wide open underneath. All of the deeper routes on the play on that side of the field will pull the zones back, and it's just easy pitch and catch for 10 plus yards. Against cover 3 style defenses, I next like to look to the wide receiver as he's usually going to find a nice opening in the zone. You can also look for a quick pass to the B receiver just like this. For an alternate setup, you can also streak the tight end, which will give you a little less blocking, but it will pull some of the zones deeper back, which can make some of these underneath throws a little bit easier. Against cover 2 style defenses, you can hit this crossing route, but you want to wait till it goes a little bit further down the field like this. But if I notice that my opponent is running a lot of cover 2, I like to actually streak the wide receiver because this opens up the post for a huge one-play touchdown just like this, as it's going to split the safeties with a ton of room. And against man defense, you really have got your choice with all these different routes that cross over the field. They're usually going to do a good job. You just have to really pick the best option versus man. There's going to be a ton of different ones. Heck, they might all three be open. But ideally, if you do have the time, you want to hit the crossing route because it's going to provide the most yards. Number 5 is out of the gun bunch offset formation, and the play is called double post. This might arguably be the best play in the game. Now, in terms of a setup, the RB receiver can be a wild card. Sometimes I like to put him on a drag to create a mesh concept with the running back. A lot of times I like to put him on a streak because this really helps open up the B receiver. But you can even leave the route stock because, for example, right here versus a cover 3, this RB route is going to get open, and it's going to get open very quickly. But let's say we were on the left hash right here and we're going against a cover 3. Well, the post route can turn into a one-play touchdown if we streak the RB receiver. By doing this, it's going to allow this post to go to the other side of the field just like this, and if we time it up right, you can see no one's even near him. You also want to make sure you take advantage of this running back route against pretty much any defense, zone or man. It's going to work very well. Against any type of zone coverage, it's going to get underneath all the zones like this for a quick pass that picks up big yards. And against man coverage, of course, we know these routes cook man, and this one is no different. Another sneaky route on this play is the tight end route because you can actually throw this like a flat route before he turns upfield, and this is going to be a really good check down that picks up easy yards versus most zone coverages. And going back to man coverage, this post route is going to absolutely cook. You just need to time it up right and you're going to get a nice opening, but make sure you streak that slot receiver in case there's a deep safety on the play. The streak is going to occupy the safety enough for you to hit this route for a big gain. And versus a lot of cover 0 style blitzes, you'll find that the tight end is manned up with a safety on the opposite side of the field. So this becomes a super easy quick pass that can pick up huge yards because there's nobody near him. Play number 6, we're going to be in the gun empty Y Saint formation, and the play we're going to be using is the Saints fork. This play is one of the best kept secrets in Madden. Not a lot of people use it or even know about it. Now, to set this up, all I want to do is put the X receiver on a streak because he's really just there to pull coverage back. Now, against zone defenses, you want to hit this quick flat route immediately. It's going to tear up zones underneath no matter what the coverage. Cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, it doesn't matter. It's going to be an easy quick pass to get you about 5+ yards. Then you want to look to the corner route on the right. This is one of the best corner routes in the entire game. It's going to cook man coverage, which we'll show in a minute, but against zones, it's going to usually get open on the sideline like that. Then you've got the post route on the left. This is also going to do a good job. Now, against cover 3 right here, you're going to see there's a nice opening. You just want to click on and make sure to get in front of the safety. Against cover 2 style zones, it's going to split the safeties down the middle for a one-play touchdown. Against man coverage, you're going to want to take advantage of this corner route. It is one of the absolute best in the game. It's one of the few routes that man coverage just cannot defend in this game. It creates great separation no matter what. Even if the route gets jammed at the line, it's still going to create crazy separation when it breaks. In fact, it's going to usually create more separation. Then you've got the post route on the left. This is another route that just destroys man. You want to anticipate it and throw it right on the break. This play is super dangerous, and because people are not used to going against it, most people have no clue how to defend it, so it's something you should definitely look into using. Now that you've got a bunch of great offensive plays to put up points, you need a good defensive scheme to stop your opponents from scoring points, and you can check that video out right here on the screen.